Hello everyone and welcome back to Fatum Iratus, Lord of the Dead, Fatum Aeterna, the fate of the eternal to forever act as the avatar of death. We are approaching the final boss, the Grand Magister himself. But before we can continue that journey, it's time to gamble. Yes, our goal today, also Nyarlathotep is here. Where's Marthet? I did give Nyarlathotep one of our level 30 brains because we're going to see if we can make him work. Well, we already know he's going to work, but my goal with Nyarlathotep was to get Stare into the Void and see how high we could scale this. So I want to see if we can, how high we can get that before this campaign ends, because we're basically just going to go straight to the Grand Magister. We might even get to him today. Or, you know, I might cliffhang and we'll get him tomorrow. One of those two things. But while we're gambling, the purpose, by the way, is to get Mothdat and Ossifrage either rare or legendary parts, so we can use the Amulet of Perfection to get plus 20 vigor on them. 'Tis the goal, so we need one skull and some rags. Might as well look for some flesh as well. I do have some flesh. So we need 2 skulls and at least a rag. If we feel like doing more gambling, just in case I wasn't satiated, Nyarlathotep could use some peace as well, just in case. So we need 2 good skulls.
Behold my word.
Uncommon is not good enough. It's not good enough for our boys and girls. Mothdat, technically, well, not technically, she is the goddess of cats. So, there we go. Beautiful. What was the other thing you need? A rag. A rag. Time for some rags. Well, that was fast. So what does... We have the flesh too. What does good old Nyarlathotep need? Armor, ectoplasm, dust. See if we can gamble for that real quick before we move on to our journey. I do have a very important question to ask. Oh, that will suffice. But I'll ask it in our first combat, which is an elite combat. Wow, that was also fast. And dust wasn't? Okay. Okay.
A skeleton will clean up this mess later.
Again, insufficient. There we go. Nice. That went well. Remember your... Do you have a legendary one? Yeah. So give the other legendary one to Mothdat. Your gambling chances are improved. What am I even doing with you? Based on... 1 accuracy, 1 armor, 1 resistance. Based on Iratus' level, so... we have pretty decent chances at getting some good stuffs. Oh, Mothdat. You're so beautiful. Maxed Vigor. Maxed Dread. Accuracy is sufficient. One more block, 1 more ward. We can even get some more luck. We can spend all these points. We can wait 1 more for more luck? Sure, why not? Nyarlathotep. We haven't seen much of you, Nyarlathotep. But, hopefully, you can put in some work. Now, normally I like vigor over resistances, like armor and resistance. But that's kind of the whole Dark Knight's gig, especially since he can't be crit. So I guess we'll put like that. There we go. Now, if Nyarlathotep does well, I was debating giving him the drop of divinity, but other than that, it might go to Mothdat. After all, Mothdat is divine. But the Enchanted Heart actually works quite well with her kit, so I was struggling to make that decision. But our first combat for today, also off camera, I cleaned this up a little bit. It only gave me one level though, so you know how it be. I don't really want to use any of that. I don't care. Our first combat today is gets an elite squad, an elite champion, elite knight, elite paladin, and elite priestess. I was a little concerned with this group without bringing Mothdat how we're going to interrupt the paladin stance. But, you know, that's a problem for when we arrive at it. So the important question I have... Oh, look at that. That didn't take very long, did it? The important question that I have is... Why are you already on fire? It's what to do after this run. I might as well just cleanse this, right? what to do after this run, because originally I said Nyarlathotep's dead. So dead. Originally, I said that I didn't really want to do another run in Iratus until the DLC comes out this fall in 2020. Good betrayal, though. But I also said that if there was a lot of support for the Eternal Harvest series, I wouldn't mind doing more. So,
Your frail bodies fail you.
if you want to see more, let me know. It's on you guys now. 83 is not bad. This stance doesn't do anything. Oh, it does purge debuffs. That is unfortunate. Oh well. It's not that big of a deal. Aw, why do you have to go and do something like that? I will admit, I'm kind of curious to see the harder difficulties. Because we are, of course, on Eternal Harvest 1. I'm gonna eat. That was some good health recovery. So, well, you need to die. Let's see, we have... We should be good. And I've heard that things get really crazy. So I was thinking of jumping straight up to Eternal Harvest... Please die. Thank you. Eternal Harvest 3, which was when, supposedly... Huh. Awkward. Which was when the game stopped being quote-unquote fair. When you had to, like, resort to cheese stuff to do anything. From what I've read. And I would like to see that for myself. 101 damage is pretty respectable. If you can get any type of damage that scales off of buffs, it's very good against the knight. In case you couldn't tell.
Strength through pain.
Because, that. I should probably just kill the knight, shouldn't I?
Carve open their husks.
I wasn't going to. At first. But, I can see that you had other plans. This should be fine. I was also requested to, try out the ghoul if I was to do another run. And I've been thinking, ever since I read that comment, I've been thinking about the ghoul. And she's just so weird. That's why I'm interested, though. Is that a bad thing? I'm interested because of how bizarre she is. I don't know.
Death delivered.
I've discussed the ghoul before, and I think she needs, like, her leg cuffs. So that she stops moving around like a maniac. Because she's very good, but it's pretty challenging to keep her with a composition that doesn't just lose its mind at her, flying all over the place. That was quite the damage.
Outcome.
Well, I wouldn't say that I was overly impressed with Nyarlathotep's performance, but I wouldn't say that I was not satisfied. Does that make sense? Let's see what we're fighting. I hope we don't have too many constructs today, because that could be a pain. We are going for this item because we're going to roll once again. Roll the dice for the crow's paw. Show me the crow's paw. None of this is crow's paw. We have the Madman's Eye on the right. The minion receives an additional action each turn if they're the only one left in the squad. This is a bizarre item, but it's for a Boiling Blood build. We have seen the Sharpened Bone a few times. Why do we have so many of these? And the Martyr Rags. The minion has a 100% chance to redirect an attack, targeting an ally directly behind them to themselves. Huh. So it's like a permanent spider cocoon? Who would even want to make use of this? The skeleton? I don't know. These are all weird.
Amazing what they just
Let's take the eye.
lying around.
Something, something. I hope we don't have to fight a construct. Something, something. Dark side. Well. Okay. Novice. I need you to go kill somebody, please. How many points do you have now? 6? I'm not doing anything with this, am I? No. I'll wait for one more level up. Kamul is good, sitting at 4. Yeah. Okay. You can get some parts for them. Maybe. Oops, that's not what I needed. I needed this. Yeah, sure. Why not? So, armor, rag, dust for more the gamble. Wow, no one wants this legendary heart. I mean, I guess Nurglath could take it. I've kind of already forgotten what I need, but I think armor was one of them.
Ah, the smell of successful alchemy.
I know dust was one as well. Here, have some... Wow. Rare bones turned into common dust.
No gold, but it will do.
And that's why they say gambling never pays. We got one rare dust. There we go. And what was the other thing? So here's some armor. And some dust. Rags. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to do any more gambling. Kamul came out like a bandit, though. So, we're going to max our attack, because I like seeing max here. It's a beautiful thing. I might get a Blancan award. Sure. Look at this. 4 max. It's beautiful. And then Manavis got 6 points, which brings it 12. So I'll wait one more and then we'll get some attack. Sure. Seems good. Sorry about the whole, you know, missing out and stuff. But, you may be able to figure out what our plan here is. It's going to be very straightforward. You see the blue floating elemental. I don't like the blue floating elemental. So, we're going to have some words with her. I need 5 more wrath. Ah, I'm getting no wrath. Please help me. Here. I need 1 more wrath. There we go. Thank you.
Death.
And goodbye. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Something, something.
You don't know why? There's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather in...
How long has it been since Ossifaraj got a kill? It's been a while. Can I get rid of this? I have to roll a 33%er. Pretty confident in that. If he was back... Let's see if we can do some moving shenanigans. Again. Hey, I did it! I had to hit him with that to stun him. What's this? Oh, that thing. Eh. Can't say I'm a fan. I can't tell if I'm going to try and kill somebody with initiative or by just killing them. Initiative. Kill them with, stress, that's the word. I don't know why that was so hard for me to find in my brain. Well, I'm gonna let the priestess do her thing, you know? Unfortunately, little missy, this person has already been claimed. can't say I like this guy being alive.
One less annoyance in the world.
It's so beautiful. Just use all the cheese. Aww.
Death.
Wow. This is... Do you ever get the feeling that sometimes the game is broken? What does this do again? Oh.
This will be your end.
Yes, hit me. See if I care. I don't care. Smack. Oh yeah. He should just be dead though. 119. Is that... So he's not super dead. Now he's super dead. Isn't cheese beautiful? It's a beautiful thing.
Strength through pain.
Well, it's a beautiful thing, but obviously not always perfect. That damage resist is respectable. It is 75%.
Ah, your frail bodies fail you.
I could Finger of Death him. That would certainly kill him. But we're good. All's well in the world. See?
Another step towards my eternal kingdom.
Part of me is afraid that if I were to do like an Eternal Harvest 3 run, I just have to do that the entire time. Well, speaking of that, if I want to do... I should probably bring this group, shouldn't I? Just in case I have to fight a construct. Because I have no idea what's awaiting me there. Boop. I can't believe this isn't maxed. What the heck? I'm going to distill for our good lad. I don't want the broken orb. There is a build with the cannibal draw.
It's no gold, but it will...
For the Lich. But... I'm not that much of a fan. Wow. Huh. We can't do anything. Unearthly music drifts through the cold stone halls, distant enough that you can never quite trust your senses to tell if it is real or imagined. However, as you progress, the music starts getting louder, and you order your undead to move to the source of this melody, eventually entering into a massive empty room where an organ stands towering against a wall. The magic that radiates from it is immense, and as soon as you step closer to it, the melody stops. A sense of anticipation lingers in the air, and you realize that the organ is a living altar. It had called you here looking for a sacrifice. Well, whatever dark god might inhabit this instrument, you have no time for it. The melody resumes, trying to call you back towards the instrument, but you ignore it until the song fades from perception. Couldn't do anything with that. If we brought Nyarlathotep, we could have sacrificed it to the dark gods, but literally this time. Literally sacrificed it to the dark gods. But not this time. Moff-Dad, I have work for you. I mean, I could just bring a Shade and Finger of Death to the Standard Bearer and insta-kill it. But where's the fun in that? I do intend on cheesing this still, but not like in a horrifying way. Or do I? I do. I need some more wrath, though. Can you hit me, please? No. Hit me. I guess that's good enough.
Death.
Whoop. Hey, thanks for coming to the front. I appreciate it. How are you doing? Did you debuff me? No. Rip. Ripperoo.
My kingdom comes.
That was quite extreme. Look at that 10 heal. That's from the Enchanted Heart. That's why I don't want to get rid of it.
Extinction of life.
Could you die, please? I'm gonna Vengeance Beam to get rid of wards here. Bye-bye. Thanks for dying. I appreciate you listening to my request. And now we just curse everything. Double Inquisitor is like the least frightening thing I've seen in a while. Zero fear. Negative fear, in fact. Actually, I might just kill the knight instead. Hey, maybe I should have some respect for them. Maybe. Ooh, Reserve. Well, I'm killing the knight first. I've made up my mind. You still aren't debuffing me. Ladies, please.
Your frail body.
I need to be able to Vengeance Beam you. Bye-bye. See, the knight died for your cause. Wow. You're really not going to set me on fire? What do you have against Mofdet, I mean, of course, debuffing Mofdet would just make her kill you faster, but... it's not like you need any help with that. You're still going to fall before all of our characters.
This is my kind of entertainment.
You know, I have a Grand Magister to kill and everything. So, if we could just move this along right quick. Wow, that was 101.
As your suffering ends, your service.
That's a level 35 brain. It's not bad. Hi, Nurgleth. Do we need something for you? No, not really. Okay. More luck. 50 luck for Mofdet. And for Ossifrage, nothing. Meh. Meh. We have before us a mercenary captain, a champion elite standard bearer, an elite royal gunner. Okay. I can cheese this one, right? I'm allowed to cheese the elite royal gunner. If he has the effect of the standard bearer, will the Finger of Death also be reduced? I'm actually curious. Huh. Who should I bring? I guess we'll bring Nurgleth. Sorry, I'm invoking my right to cheese the elite royal gunner because I'm scared. Do I want to... Sure.
Now I will make mortals tremble before.
When did I get all the spider webs?
Even more than previous.
That's a good question. Okay, so he has exactly the same amount of vigor and sanity, assuming, which you should never really do, the Finger of Death is not affected by this. It should be a one-shot. Should be. Let's see.
Death.
Oh, nice. It is.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Ha. I hate him so much. Thank you for letting me cheese him. But with Kamul here, can we just cheese everything? The world is our oyster. Wow, that was an 82 reflect. That's not bad. I definitely want to keep protecting Nurgleth, though. 69. Nice. Get over here. Come on. Come to the front. Don't be afraid. Well, you should be a little afraid. Aw. I didn't resist that one. Oh, this is the healing thing. Nah, it's fine. Boop. Wow. That was a significant boop. That wasn't a little boop. This guy might just be dead. DED dead. Well, I could make sure he's dead. I could do that. But I won't. I've already cheesed enough. As promised, I only wanted to cheese the gunner. Because I'm scared of the gunner. Oh, why did you have to be all remaining strength? Wait, why didn't you die? What? Uh-oh. Oh, spaghetti-o.
Maybe I'll craft this one into furniture.
Should I be concerned about that buff that he put on him? It is a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage.
Death.
Okay. I'm not resisting the urge to just void claw everything very well, am I?
Diluvian evil comes for you.
I've earned it. Okay. I promise I won't void claw the boss. I plan on having the real group here for killing the boss. Sugarath Naka in over I can't remember the shade's name.
My
Who
will
are you?
is a tide that will wash away your pathetic
Kamul.
civilizations.
Duh. How could I forget the Ring Wraith? So I guess we just take one more shot at the Crow's Paw, right? Because we don't need to heal or anything. Okay, let's go for the Crow's Paw. One last shot right before the boss. No. The Pendant might give plus vigor to all minions. I actually broke one of those for experience. Start of combat, all enemies lose 1 block. Meh. All minions gain +1 ward until battle ends. We've seen quite a few of the warding pendants.
Ah, I can use this.
That was a lie. No, you can't. You can't use anything. Because we don't need anything. Alright, Kamul, thanks. Thanks for showing up. Bye-bye. Appreciate you. What was this again? Champion, Elite Knight, Inquisitor, and Priestess. Okay. None of that is concerning at all. For the last upgrade, we need a Black Widow. This is 100 souls, right? Yep. I wish there was something I could do with the Digger souls after I've built everything.
Some twisted souls make for a particularly wretched reanimation.
Boop. The Black Widow's lore is actually very sad, confusing, terrifying. It's a lot of things. Do I just wait for the next luck upgrade? Maybe. I might go for health, just to be on the safer side of things. Okay. Okay. Seeing 2 Ashes of the Burned Witch in my inventory is kind of mildly tilting. Not gonna lie. Because I looked for them so hard in the last playthrough. We did find them, but it took a while. So how am I going to do this one? Good question. I could just Finger of Death somebody. There's a thing I can do. I can give him the Finger of Death. Wait, what? Why are you using it on that person? I haven't even done anything to her. Yet. Keyword there. I will. I'll get around to it. But, you know, I have this knight in the way first. I'm actually more afraid of the champion, but the knight's in the way, as I mentioned.
One by one, life vanishes from this world.
You'd think that by now we would have found a faster way. Is it just one by one? Oh, well. Could you kindly die? Please.
Do doomed to war.
There we go. I was waiting for that. I realize I'm walking into a trap here, but I really don't mind. Oh no, it tickles. I need to be one position forward with Nergleth, but moving... whatever.
Death.
I'll just give her the finger. Context is needed there, but... That was actually the first time I unlocked the Finger of Death. That was the video title. Give them the finger. ... of death. Debated.
Perish.
How much mana do we recover after combat again? Oi, calling me vile filth is a bit excessive, don't you think? I think it's a bit excessive. I understand where you're coming from, of course, but I still think it's excessive. 105. Naka is doing well. Doing swell.
Mop up the gore. I'd hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
Crow's paw. Crow's paw. Crow's paw. Madman's Eye. The minion receives an additional action each turn if they're the only one left in the squad. We already have one of these. The Ashes of the Burned Witch. We have 3 of these now, if we take this. And the Coward's Foot. The minion performs an additional action in round 1. This is actually an interesting item.
A dark collecting.
But the problem is, I don't think there's enough that a minion can do with that to really be worth a slot in most cases. You know? But jeez. Really? I looked for the entire game for a crow's paw, and we didn't see one. And now we're at the last boss. Ah well. Nergleth, our baby boy, has reached 10 stacks of the Spirit Spear. Grandfather Nurgle has descended and is at maximum power. I'm also going to give him the heart too, because why not? That brings us to 15 points, which allows us to do a number of things, actually. We could get 2 more health upgrades. That seems pretty smart. That seems smart. We get a luck and a vigor upgrade. Boom. Naka, the Dream Eater. 10 stacks of the Spirit Spear. Maximum power. Moftet, the Goddess of Cats. 10 stacks of the Spirit Spear. Maximum power. Because we are at the final boss. So we don't need the Spirit Spear equipped. We can equip anything we so desire. What do we want to equip? We'll be equipping the Amulet of Perfection. This makes it so that minions that are made up of 4 uncommon parts or better gain an additional plus 20 vigor. So everyone gains plus 20 vigor here. We did the gambling for that. The Shackles of War, I don't actually know if this is needed here. I don't think the boss can become inspired, but can the minions he summoned become inspired? If so, I should keep this equipped. If not, I might as well be safe. As for our weapon, we never really got a good option, unfortunately. So, the Glass Dagger is not going to be good here. We'll just go with the Lancet then. The Lancet provides us with 14 additional spell power, bringing us up to 84 spell power. And we will, of course, be using the mana source.
It embellishes my undead features, no?
Because it's good, so everything else can be destroyed for experience. It kind of hurts. Actually, you know, I'm going to keep a few things, just for good measure. Everything else has got to go. For good measure, by the way, is the Golden Rose and the Spirit Spear and the Spirit Chainmail. Just, I don't know, because I like them. For good luck, you know? They served me well. So they should get a chance to remain. Methinks. Okay. That gave us 2 talent points. We're going to pick up the... We can't actually get any more achievements, which is kind of frustrating, but we're going to pick up the Necromancy Power. Are we? No. Dark Enlightenment. No. Necromancy Power.
Through transformation, the will becomes free.
I might as well get this, sure. We'll pick up Necromancy Power, go ahead and pop 1 Distillation. I'm going to distill the ashes because it tilts me. That gives us the buff. Probably should have explained what that does, huh? That would have been smart. Necromancy Power, after using Distillation, all minions deal 10% more damage and receive 10% less damage for 1 battle. So we should be able to check that here in the effects panel. We have Power of Necromancy. We are ready to take on the final boss, the Grand Magister, using only stress damage. We shall fight. And win. Hopefully. We have the mana source, we have completely built up our graveyard, everything is here, everything is ready to take on the final boss. Here we go. The Grand Magister is a man of unrivaled power and a heart of ice. It was under his oversight that the bargain with the dwarven alchemist was struck. The suffering he has caused did not trouble his sleep, even as he makes plans to wage war against other nations and races. In the end, he got a war, but not the one he wanted. Iratus proved to be a cunning and deadly foe, forcing the Magister to take action personally. He will use every last tool, every sacred incantation, every scrap of the Order's vast reserves to end the Necromancer in person. Then the people will flock to him, their savior, and he will lead them all as their new savior and saint. Not if I have anything to say about it. How does that go? Not if anything to say about it, I have. Oh yeah, I forgot at the start of battle he moved everyone around. So... there are a few things we need to do. Does this redirect to minions? Yep. There are a lot of things we need to do here, but I'm not quite sure how to approach it. I think what we're going to do first is whip Mothdet. I think that's the first play. To bring her into the first position and get the ball a-rolling. We could even move with Ossifrage, but I'm going to instead opt to protect Nergleth, because Nergleth is in a slightly more dangerous position. We have some buffs rolling out. Decree of the Order. Yeah, Decree or Order. See what's going to happen. So we have to pretty much just kill his friends, basically, is the gist here. In case you were curious.
Give them no mercy.
Unfortunate. But, I mean, we might as well just kill it now. The Zealot is, I think, the most threatening thing here, partially because of that. So... I guess I'll just start vengeance beaming. I'm gonna get into position with Ossifrage. Let's see. How do I want to deal with this? Yeah, I think it's gonna be time for Infectious Lunacy. Let's pop our first big damage thing. We need to be spending our mana because we have the mana source, so there's no point sitting on it. Yes, just keep buffing. See what happens.
Hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Probably not. Probably not going to be enough. Oh no, a trap! Whatever shall I do? Go ahead. Debuff Mothdet. I'd love to see what happens. I'm going to apply a ward to Nergleth. Because at the end of the day, Nergleth is our one and only hypercarry.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
This thing might die. What does your stance do? Oh. Huh. Do I care about that? I kind of feel like I don't.
Death.
Oh yeah, you can finger death the boss, by the way.
Good, good. More materials.
Oh, don't do the thing. Okay.
It would be this
fine.
easy.
I didn't want him to make the Grand Magister immune because I want to do this. You may think that your minions being alive helps you, but you would be remarkably mistaken. Your little creatures will not save you. Nothing can. By the way, unlike most of the fights that have ads, he will not respawn as ads. So once they're dead, they're DED dead. Also, there's a fun interaction that happens here. Watch this. Solus properly explained this to me, so thanks, Solus. If an enemy can move, the stance will be interrupted. Even though the Grand Magister didn't move, there was a position available behind him to move. The issue was just that because it moves both of these characters, they didn't move. Even though the game registered it as them moving. It's weird, I know. Once we kill the Zealot, I think we're going to try and kill the Grand Magister a bit. I might just let him do that, honestly. I mean, I could also interrupt it. I could. That's a thing that I could do.
This one voided its bowels
Just as it died. But this isn't like pierce or anything. Yeah, it's starting position. Yeah, so my block is literally just going to eat this. Okay. Lol. So this is going well so far. How do you miss?
I hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
My question. Now I'm just gonna start focusing him in anything that he doesn't redirect will go to him, basically. I could even reignite. Resetting the turn is gonna happen soon, isn't it? We're sitting at max spell power.
Rage released.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Blight this world.
The crits were 71. Jeez. And so anytime he redirects, I don't really care. Okay, I kind of have to interrupt that one. Just because I can't apply a block to myself. Speaking as Ossifrage, of course. But we're moments away from phase 2. Spoiler alert. Just in case you didn't know that was going to happen. The first time we did this, it was actually hilarious because I basically broke the game with a blood phantasm. But here we go. Phase 2. The true Ascended Magister. Ba-ba-da-ba. Wait. It's supposed to move again. Oh, At the start of combat and then every 2 rounds, move all minions to random positions. When an ally dies, receive plus 10% damage until the end of combat. When an ally dies, reduce all incoming damage by 10% until the end of combat. Stacks cannot be removed. Yeah, we kind of just have to eat that for the rest of the fight, so that's a thing.
Death. Savor these last few heartbeats.
By the way, I'm pretty sure this thing is just going to die to Nergleth in like 2 seconds. The only way that doesn't happen is if it moves like this. How do I fix this? Okay, so I can whip. I don't need a whip though. This has gotten awkward.
strength through pain.
So we do that, and then I'm going to Bone Ward Nergaleth. Move backwards with... Hopefully kill this guy.
The brave
Oh, good.
are an excellent source of fresh corpses.
I'll move back. Now I can whip if I want to. Omega low. That's actually hilarious. Wait, how much accuracy do you have? 130. So let me get this straight. The Elite Royal Gunner has... it's fine. What am I doing? I can eat this? Sure. I don't do much else. I find it hilarious that the Elite Royal Gunner has, like, 53 more accuracy than the last boss of the game.
Terror will overflow.
Also, I'm going to start doing that thing again where I'm killing him. Oh. Let's get the Finger of Death rolling. Do I move back again? I could. And set myself on fire. Hi. Aww. I really want Mothit to be up front.
Worthless as you were in life, you will be worth something in death.
Okay. I know what I said. But I wasn't expecting it to happen quite like that. Thanks, game. You've really helped me out here. We are without end. We are. KS. And this, my friends, is why you get Dispel. That right there. Perfect example.
I unleashed your power.
We are still, remember, regenerating 10 mana every single turn, so we should be fine. I have exactly 0 fear. None. None whatsoever. It's also incredibly convenient that the Grand Magister never purchases buffs. Like, what? The Pyromancer can purge her buffs. The freaking Monster Slayer purchases buff every single turn. Oh, well this is less advantageous. Nergaleth. My boy. What am I gonna do with you? I could whip Gareth Naka. Nope. Because I'm
Madness manifest.
manifesting my madness. Oh boy. That's 40 plus 40 per 40.5 is insane.
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
But yeah. Looks like we've done it, lads. Aww. Wait, who is this on? Beginning next turn deals damage to all minions depending on the current amount of Iratus' wrath. No. If that was like, I don't know what that meant.
The hand of pestilence.
Was that like based on how much wrath, as in if I had 0 wrath it would do a ton, or if I had 100 wrath it would do a ton? Because if it was like, if I had 100 wrath it dealt a lot of damage, I was going to be very screwed. So anyway, who's getting this killing blow? There's only one person that deserves it, of course.
Become part of the breathless tide.
Okay. I was going to give it to Nergaleth, but that works just as well. Getting the Amulet of Power off of him feels... The Humanorium token. Wait, didn't I already have the Humanorium token? Sweet. Kind of anticlimactic, but we beat the game. Oh. I got the token for the Ascended Magister. Or maybe I got this one. Apparently they're 2 different people. So I'm missing the Elite Light Elemental. We did kill one. And I'm missing the regular Gunner. There's only 3 entries from my Pokédex missing. And it's mildly tilting. But yeah, we've beaten the game. Let's pull out everyone. Have a round of applause for all of our characters. Skeletor. I never did get you to work. I'm sorry, lad. I mean, you did okay. There was stuff we could do. But, 2 drops of divinity. Genganga, you're weird. But you did teach me a valuable lesson about the halo of chaos, so thanks. Good job. Minalvis, thank you for coming at the end. Thank you for killing the light elementals and other constructs that I didn't like. Your participation in the fight against the Pyromancer was admirable. Nyarlathotep, the Dark Knight. I didn't use you very often. And honestly, I wasn't horribly impressed with the stress bombing thing either, because Gurith Naka did basically the same amount of damage, just without a conditional. So, yeah. Don't know. Kamul, I think we got your thing to work. Of course, it was just far too tempting to Void Claw everything to death, so in a way, you're like a cursed creature. You were tempting me nonstop. Bad, Kamul. But, as expected, as I've always believed, the Shade is literally the most busted creation in the game. So, thanks for being busted. Morkai, you showed up because I didn't know what else to do against the Pyromancer. And that's it. Yep. But I mean, I love the Unfrozen, so any opportunity I get for the Unfrozen to show up is not a bad opportunity. Wraith, you had a name in waiting, you had Phantom Clothes waiting, and I just never made you a reality. Sorry, bud. The name that was waiting, by the way. Chazakeel. Aelindrak. It's a subsection of... I've forgotten his name. The Dark Eldar from Warhammer 40k, a subsection of their Warp City thing that's, like, insane and multi-dimensional. So I really like the name. There's also some creatures that come from there that are Wraith-like, and so that was where the inspiration was from. Thanks, Chazakeel. Sorry, Aelindrak never got a name. There's also another name suggestion that was written down somewhere. Sorry, that one never came to reality either. I have way too many freaking notes on my desk. I don't even know what most of these are. Sorry, I lost the... Oh, wait, is this it? Yes, this is it. Okay. Yeah, the name suggestion for the Wraith was by Ricardo. Thank you, Ricardo. It was Raziel, which is from the game Legacy of Kain, which is an old game, and I remember playing Legacy of Kain. Was it 2, I think? Like when I was really young. It just brought back my childhood, and I really liked it. Apparently, he was slain by Kain and came back as like a vampire wraith thingy, and wanted answers or something. Sorry, that never happened either. Mavra, you looked pretty. You did. Sorry, I never got you to work. Vampires are weird. I still have no idea how to make them work. It's just, I think in theory, they make a good ancillary character with a Berserk and then Grand Auspex. But I just never put her in a group. Sorry. It's weird that they benefit from stress while being physical damage dealers. Does that make sense? It's weird. Unnamed Demp here. I didn't need you. So, that's a good thing. And the Bride of Iratus, you never got a name, but the build was there in case we needed it, or felt so desired. Now on to the big boys. Ossifrage, our unbreakable frontlining tank. Well done. Well done. You made me proud. 248 vigor. Not bad. Mafdet. I've disrespected the mummies for so very long, and you came in, and you showed me the truth. Thank you. You did well. I'm proud of you. Gurith Naka. I've always known the Wraith was good. Max. But you helped show me that they could be more than just a debuffer. More than just a random backliner. They can do a lot, actually. They can be quite... They can kill stuff. They can buff stuff. They're good. The Wraiths are good. And last but not least, most certainly not least, Nurgleth. Our hyper carry for the series, Grandfather Nurgle, who never got his crow's paw, but nevertheless made me proud. Well done. Well done. Sorry about that, I thought I heard something. So, that was our entire crew. Thank you all for joining me on this journey, for your assistance, for your comments, for your support. And now, we're going to go to the end. As always, we're going to watch the cinematic, and then we're going to let the credits roll, and I'm going to talk during the credits because there's some things I want to say regarding the potential of the future. And yeah, so stick around if you're interested. Here we go, to the end. Sorry it took so long. Unrivaled.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Had to slaughter a couple thousand armored meat bags on my way here. But you know how it is. After all, how could I forget my beloved foes, huh? Oh, I was thinking of having a little party to celebrate my victory, and I came here to hand out your invitations personally. You who once defied me and imprisoned me will now call me Master. Obey! What is the meaning of this?
You have done well. The potential for corruption lies in all life. And when it grows too great, only the Avatar of Death can provide the cure. This once noble order has become a poison for the soul and a blight upon the land. And now that it is gone, life can begin anew. Return to your grave, for your work here is done.
You aim to deny me my rightful kingdom?
Yours will be a kingdom of peace. Your name will be honored and feared until you are needed again. Take my offer, Necromancer, or resist. Your fate is already woven.
Fate? A necromancer knows much about fate. Would you like me to tell you what it is? Death. It is the inescapable end that awaits all mortals. Especially the sanctimonious idiots who presume to use me. I am nobody's puppet. I am the puppet master, and in death, you will all dance upon my strings.
It's so good. I love that cutscene. It's amazing. Well done. Well done. That was as much for me as it was for the game. Well, that was the Eternal Harvest numero uno. The first rank. As, in case you weren't aware, Eternal Harvest scales up 5 times for some incredibly masochistic reason. But on the internets, from what I've heard, Eternal Harvest 1, 2, and 3 are all kind of manageable with regular builds. It's 4 and 5 that require like the absolute cheese, like one-shot cheese, or pure shade stuff, summoning stuff, or whatever. So I was thinking, you can let me know what you think down below. Originally, as mentioned, this was going to be the last Iratus run until the DLC comes out, The Wrath of the Necromancer in fall 2020. But we have a few months before then. So, I was thinking that we could do one more run. One more. On Eternal Harvest 3. Because I think that's, as I mentioned, widely considered to be the final difficulty of that's relatively fair. And that was kind of my plan. That might not be true. 3 might be too hard, in which case it would make the most sense, obviously, just to go up by 1 to Eternal Harvest 2. But, yeah, sure. You can let me know what you think down below. I might do some playtesting as well to see if 3 is too far of a jump or if I could potentially make it happen. But it'll be a few days before that comes out because I need to figure out a thumbnail and I need to work on a thing, if that is what everyone wants to see. I mentioned the conditional. If there's enough support for the Eternal Harvest series to continue, then I don't mind climbing the ladder a little bit. So, 'tis what I'm thinking. There's also some stuff I'm looking at to make videos of. You may or may not know that Steam has released a bunch of demos and like sneak peeks and stuff, and I want to take a look at quite a few of those. I have 3 downloaded, I think, right now that I wanted to take a look at. So expect those to be appearing on the channel. Of course, the Grom playthrough is still continuing, and there's another game that might be appearing soon. But that was it for our Eternal Harvest series, Fatum Aeterna, the fate of the Eternal to forever act as the avatar of death, as the corrupted mortals. I do kind of wish... No, there's no, like, skull here or anything. I do kind of wish that, 5 is insane. That there was, like, a secret cutscene or something, but that's fine. I didn't expect anything. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, thank you all for your support. Thank you all for being here, for enjoying this journey with me. Your support for Iratus in general and this series, which is like my 3rd series, has been remarkable. And let me know if you want to see harder stuff. Hopefully I can actually do it. I hadn't thought about that stipulation, but we'll see if I can manage. Thanks again, and I hope that you look forward to the future of Abraham. Because I am. See you around.